Well, I have been driving across Montana, and I'm actually on my way back to Washington. Gonna car camp my way across Montana and do a little sightseeing and some exploring. So I invite you to come along with me on this adventure. Well, as I mentioned, I am driving across Montana. I've actually been hanging out with my family in eastern Montana on the old sugar beet farm for the last handful of days. I didn't film much of that. My sister was a little disappointed in that. She said something about me being the person that's in charge of keeping track of our family memories. And I had to tell her, well, we all have to keep track of our own memories now, I guess. I'm just kidding. She was just kidding about that too, but we had a fun little exchange about that. I guess I kind of made me wish I had been filming because we did a lot of fun stuff. So in summary, we had the Richland County Fair and Rodeo. We went to the rodeo Thursday night, and then Friday we actually went camping all together at this pond that is on the farm property. And the pond is actually a dam that my grandpa built. He built it for irrigation purposes. But we all went camping there. We named it Camp Harold after my grandpa who built the place. And we just had a really fun time. It's just a really beautiful area and good time together. After that, spent some more time at the county fair. My brother-in-law and we watched Casey Donahue and Chase Rice sing us their country songs. And then we went out to Medora, North Dakota, a little western town, rode a zip line, and that was a ton of fun. I find that when I get kind of scared, I just run my mouth and talk. Whereas my dad, when he's on the zip line, he just gets really stoic. My sister rode with both me and my dad, so she was talking about the differences between the two of us. I just start to jibber jabber. Oh, this is so high up in the air. Anyway, we had a lot of fun with that zip line. Went to the Medora musical, which is a fun little western show. We watched Teddy Roosevelt win the battle again. If you know, you know. Just had a good time as a family. Kind of a magical evening out there with the sunset. Now everybody's gone back home, and I'm on my way back to Washington. I usually make the drive back to Washington in 2 days, but I'm gonna take an extra day and just do some exploring of my own. And so right now I'm headed down to Chico Hot Springs in the southwest portion of Montana. So I'm gonna camp tonight in my car. Started car camping because I wanted to explore more places and not spend as much money. Chico Hot Springs sure is a nice place. It's a little bit old school, but I think that's part of the charm. It's like everything's antique. It's an antique place. Man, this is great. I paid $12 for a day pass to get into the hot springs pool. You could just go in there and just sit in the sun. I'm gonna go find a place to kind of park and make some dinner, and then I'm gonna come back and sit by the pool a little bit again this evening. But yeah, pretty nice place. I would recommend come check out Chico Hot Springs. And I should say too, that it's a hotel, like you can stay here. But of course, I don't pay for hotels anymore because I car camp. At least that's the goal. Well, this is just awesome. I mean, sure, I'm by the dump, but if you just don't pay attention to the dump and look beyond the dump, it's a pretty beautiful place, you know? Well, it's the next morning. I just woke up a little bit ago, and yeah, it's nice to wake up in such a beautiful place. This is just awesome. So I just found this kind of wide spot on the side of this gravel road. and parked over there. Nobody bothered me. It seems like this was a great place to camp. So that's the kind of thing, it seems like places like this are sort of all over the place if you look for them. And so far I haven't had any trouble car camping on little places like that. So that was a pretty good deal. But man, it's just nice to wake up in such a beautiful area. Well, now that I'm up, I think it's time to make some breakfast. I'm pretty hungry. Well, I drove back to Chico Hot Springs and used the pool again and the shower. And so now I'm just sitting outside in the picnic area, I guess. Just gonna dry off a little bit before I hit the road again. All right, I'm back in the car, back on the road, and I'm now going to head to Lewis and Clark Caverns. I believe you can walk through the cavern or the cave, so looking forward to that. That's my next stop. It's about an hour and 40 minutes away, so that's where I'm headed. Pretty excited. I got myself signed up for the classic cave tour, but it's a 2-hour tour. A 2-hour tour. And it's like 2 miles long. A little longer tour than I expected, but it's gonna be worth it. Sounds awesome. Everyone stopped to look at fossils. I guess I'm just gonna keep going. You may think this doesn't look like a cave. Well, that's what I'm thinking too. They should put the parking lot at the cave entrance. Just an idea. Just kidding, you have to work for it, it's worth it. I'm starting to think about funny questions I could ask during the cave tour. Maybe the heat's getting to me, but what if I asked, is there cell reception in the cave? How's the cell reception in the cave? Is there Wi-Fi? Maybe just go, hey, what's the Wi-Fi password? Maybe leave in the comments some other funny questions that'd be fun to ask on this tour. How did I end up leading this whole crew? I started out in the back. I don't think I'm a super fast hiker. Now somehow I'm at the very front by myself. How did this happen? Well, I got talking to the tour guide and didn't feel much on the way out of the cave, but it's okay, you didn't miss anything. But man, that was an awesome tour. So if you're ever in, this part of Montana, near Yellowstone National Park, I recommend the Lewis and Clark Caverns. That was awesome. But that's pretty much it for this adventure video. I'm just gonna drive on home now. So thanks so much for watching. My channel is about music and adventure. Just go ahead and subscribe if you like that sort of thing. So thanks for watching. Also, I just keep sharing my thoughts. Caves are so cool. I mean, like, it's just fascinating how did they form? Don't use this clip.